called abracadabra, which, as you probably know, is an old term used by magicians to enhance their tricks. Please enjoy as we present the magic of music.
Just like magic, again, these 8th graders are going to be disappearing onto bigger and better things. So I want to acknowledge them. They're going to be chasing their dreams and creating new ones in their not only musical talents, but they all have so varied talents and activities. And you can see some of, just a few of their musical accomplishments in the footnotes of the roster. And I would like all of the 8th graders to please stand, all the promoting 8th graders. Really gonna miss them. That's a lot to be going all at once. But we have the new crop coming up, so I'm very heartened. I do want to recognize one musician who has best represented Ralston out in our community and beyond. That's Parker Reyes, our principal trumpet. Yeah, a lot of you know Parker, you've seen him around. He's a double threat. He plays French horn in the honors band and first trumpet in the jazz ensemble, where he has become quite a very fine solo artist. He broke his left wrist several weeks ago, and he couldn't play the French horn because you use the left hand for the keys, as opposed to the trumpet right hand. So he didn't skip a beat. He just picked up his trumpet, started playing an honors band with his right hand, and has done wonderful. He just can do it all, and it's nice to have him though back on the French horn. He is one of 4 Ralston band students who have been accepted to an advanced Carlmont group next year. Can those all 4 of you stand up? So Kathleen Lyon, Hanson Glow, Genevieve Savage, and Parker Reyes. He was recognized, Parker was, at by the adjudicators at the Stanford Jazz Festival we participated in last December, and he was immediately recognized by the adjudicators and was given a scholarship. He also he was accepted and participated in the California Music Educators Association Honors Band earlier in the year, and the California All-State Honors Band. Keep it up, Parker. You're doing great. Good resume going forward. So, as a kid, I had big dreams when I was little kid. I wanted to be a pro ball player. I wanted to be on the Giants. And got a little older when I was a teenager. Excuse me. I wanted to be a rock star. And then those never happened. In my mind they did. But then I got a little more realistic. In college, I wanted to be a jazz musician. And that dream came true. Not a known jazz musician, but I played jazz, and that was cool. And then I wanted to play with great symphony orchestras, and I did achieve that to a degree, but I don't dream big anymore. I have little dreams, but mostly now I dream vicariously through these students and their aspirations, their dreams, what they want to do, their auditions, they're going to play a solo, whatever. I just dream, and I wish for them well, and I love to see them succeed, and I try to help them out when it doesn't work out that way. But to announce our next piece, speaking of dreams, is Dia Karan.
I Dreamed a Dream is a band arrangement of the famous song from the musical Les Miserables. It features several soloists, Hugh Fan on tenor saxophone, Parker Reyes and Alice Chang on the French horns, Genevieve Savage on the euphonium, Hanson Glow on the trombone, Andrew Shu and Declan Lai on trumpets, and Amrit Malai on the flute. Enjoy!
So this will be Andrew shooting, introducing our next piece. Andrew was recently accepted to YOLA, which is the Youth Orchestra of Los Angeles, very prestigious program run by Gustavo Dudamel, who's the conductor of the Los Angeles Philharmonic. And the whole program started down in Venezuela, where they had very poor kids, couldn't afford an instrument or lessons or anything, and they just got these kids and nurtured them and trained them and gave them instruments, and they are phenomenal. I've seen videos, they've played in Davies Hall, and they're just unbelievable what they made from like nothing. So Andrew's lucky to be a part of that, and he's going to introduce our next piece.
Next piece is titled C-141 Starlifter, which is a jet aircraft. One of these jets actually exists in a museum in Dover, Delaware. Occasionally, we students are allowed to submit a piece of our own choosing to the band. Then we vote for our favorite. This is the one we decided on. It begins with the jet racing down the runway, which soon takes off into the clouds. Listen as it speeds through the air, breaking the sound barrier. Let's hope we don't crash and burn.
lifter boosters again. Juan Chang, Jen O'Mahony, and Janet Chu. They're really the core of the parent group that really makes this thing go. Can we give them a big round of applause? Thank you. Also want to thank Sid Tao up there doing volunteer video work. And John Britt from Just the Right Sound. And I want to make a special mention of two men that have done video and audio for us for decades. Ken Lent. Ken, can you come on down? Ken's kids started, I think, just slightly before I did at Ralston, right about the same time, just before. I had a couple of them in my bands, and Ken just started doing video, for fun, and he just never stopped. He just kept going, so it's been like over 20 years. And I have shelves just full of his beautifully made CDs with all this attention to detail, and he would edit out dumb things that I said in concerts and saved me a number of times. So Ken, thank you. We have a little something for you. Naomi, come on up.
Yes, Naomi.
So this is a little something that the boosters went out and got. I can't take credit for it.
Presented to Ken Lent with sincere appreciation for your many years of video production excellence in service of the Ralston Middle School music program. We will miss you. Thank you.
And the boosters put together just a few little gifts that you can enjoy on your own time. So, Ken, we're going to miss you as our guy. It's weird. It's really weird to not have you doing it, but we've been left in good hands here. It just won't be the same, our rapport after 20 years. So thank you. Thank you. One more?
Our last piece before our combined grand finale portrays the hopes, fears, and often tragedies of immigrants in search of a better life. It is called Of Endless Miles and Empty Wraps. Here are some program notes written by the composer. Throughout time and regardless of origin, immigrants have shown a spiritual courage and resolve to survive that has had countless of families suffering perilous journeys in search of safety. Many have been lost along the way. As a child of Cuban parents who fled oppression, leaving much behind to build a new life, my respect and empathy for all immigrants runs deep. Although my parents' still traumatic exoduses were not by sea, several family members and friends' journeys were. Throughout my life, I have heard stories of near losses and rafts washing ashore, empty. I still recall the feeling since childhood, wondering who they were and what happened to them. This music depicts the chaos that these people have endured.
Thank you.